Hello everybody, welcome back to Jack's House of X, the pre-show before Jack's X the Safety. Now what looks like a brand new out of the box Eureka Maxima is actually the one that had the broken headlight, or the one that had this headlight wire soldered in the wrong position, and I got that all figured out finally. Everything is mostly clean except for this gasket, but that's why we still got our equipment ready. So, yeah. So, of course, before we actually get to reassembling it, why don't we clean this seal real fast? Maybe. Now, for those of you who don't know, this is a pine sol and water mix. It works very well with plastic and shining it up and keeping it clean. Doesn't reduce static or anything, which is kind of sad, but it still does this job very well. Cleans plastic, makes it all shiny, cleans everything properly. And so that's why I use it, because pine sol really does help clean vacuums surprisingly very well. So now we're going to start with the reassembly. Now this looks like it's brand new out of the box, but I can tell you it's definitely not. So we're going to go assembly by quote instructions, is how they put it. So just going to slide that in. Take one of these long screws and tighten it into that. So I'll tell you how I got this. On Monday, last Monday, tomorrow's my birthday Monday, so woot woot, happy birthday to me. Last Monday, I went to the Goodwill, the one on Appleway and Cornhusker Highway near the South 84th Walmart, or the South Lowe's up here in Lincoln. You guys know Lincoln, Nebraska. It's a city, big city, so we're up there. Stalkers will have good luck finding me. So yeah, big city, multiple Goodwills, but that day we just happened to be out by the one at the South Cornhusker Highway Goodwill here in Lincoln, which all the way out by the South 84th Lowe's. And let's put on this first. We then managed to have enough time, and then we went inside. So I went and searched around a little bit, and I found this thing. I was like, no, that's gonna be a cool thing to add to my collection. And then I was like, oh crap, I didn't bring any cash with me because I didn't expect this to happen. And my grandpa got it to me as like a week early birthday, which thank him for that. So yeah. And then the day I got home, I started tearing into it, and I realized that the belt was absolutely stretched. So I put in another semi-stretched belt, which didn't help any. Then I took off the belt and I inspected the brush roll, and I realized that one of the bearings were extremely loose for some reason, or very wobbly and out of shape. So I put it in a different brush roll I have sitting as a spare, and it's the current brush roll that's in it now. I took the belt out of my Eureka roll one because that currently needs some new motor bearings, which I should be buying a pack of 608 2RS bearings soon, so that will be run like new hopefully within the next month. And same thing with the Victory Smart Vac, so maybe you'll see a video on the Victory Smart Vac soon. So yeah. And then I realized that filter, which was a Arm & Hammer filter, was absolutely destroyed. Well, not absolutely. It's still being used, just in the purple 2009 or 2010 one. So yeah. Now instructions on these things say to clean the filter every so often, which you kind of have to, otherwise it's gonna get clogged. This is a hose, looks nice and pretty. And it seems to run just properly. It might need a new pair of bearings soon, but not at the moment. It's not the worst set of bearings in the world, but then again, it's not like brand new type of bearings, and this is really hard to do with a pair of gloves on, but I'm not stabbing myself again. Alright, come on. It looks like this thing was basically brand new out of the box, but I can tell you for sure it definitely wasn't. There's a couple of marks on it. So I got the headlight to work with a voltage tester. If you don't know what those are, they're little meters with two electrical wire prongs that conduct electricity. And yeah. So I got this headlight to work, so then I found the correct spot, soldered it in, and wouldn't you know, it works. The vacuum itself has a headlight running at 12 to 13 volts, which is just slightly above the voltage of the Bissell pet hair eraser, the old ones, the Momentum style pet hair erasers. Newer pet hair erasers don't have a headlight, except for the thing it was the liftoff version does. But yeah. So the thing is, those instruction videos on like the light speed and the power plus, they like take forever. Cause they're like, to make sure you assemble the dustbin or put it on properly, you gotta align here and here, and it's just like, just show us how to put our vacuum together so that we end up with this. Yeah, gotta make sure I'm still filming. Yep. And now we can do a nice firm test. Now let me just shut this door. So now you just gotta make sure it runs. Because I'm not taking this thing apart again unless I really have to. Such as when the bearings become insanely bad, which would probably happen in the span of a year, because I mean, I put 10W40 motor oil in these because it makes it sound the least like sand. Also, this thing is semi-loud, so I have hearing protection in. I don't know how well it's gonna sound. So yeah. You hear that the bearings have some slight wear to them. Not the best in the world. But then again, they still aren't the worst. Suction test. Yeah, I'm impressed. So now, this thing is ready to go. I'll be waiting to film this for tomorrow probably, because tomorrow's my birthday and I want to enjoy this cleanliness while I can. So this was a reassembly and test of my 2005 Eureka Maxima. I'm Jack from Jack's Vaccine Safety and Jack's House of X. I'll see you all tomorrow on my main channel. Bye.